Bonjour à toutes et à tous et bienvenue dans le mot de la semaine sur Learn to French. Je m'appelle Eden et j'enseigne le français. Hello and welcome to our weekly word study on Learn to French, where we learn and analyze a specific word in French. If you're new here, my name is Eden and I teach French. So today we are going to learn the word miroiter in French. So before I start, you can also click on the link in the description of this episode. That way you can also read everything. So the word that we are learning today is miroiter in French, and it's actually a verb. And let's take a look at its definition and how do we conjugate it. So here's the definition. Miroiter, réfléchir la lumière en jetant des reflets scintillants. Once again, réfléchir la lumière en jetant des reflets scintillants. So miroiter means to sparkle or to shimmer at the light of something. It can also represent the reflection, just like how a mirror would do. Here's an example of a sentence. Les bijoux miroitent à la lumière du soleil. The jewelry shimmers in the sunlight. So where does this word come from? Miroiter. Maybe you recognized a word in there. Miroir, perhaps? Well, miroiter is a verb that derives from the noun miroir, which means mirror in French. So you have miroir, miroiter. This is where we can see that it's all about reflection. So how do we conjugate the verb miroiter? Well, it's a regular verb from the first group, meaning the verbs that end in er. They are easy to conjugate as they follow the same pattern. In the present tense, le présent de l'indicatif, this is how we conjugate it. Je miroite, tu miroites, il, elle, on miroite, nous miroitons, vous miroitez, il, elle miroite. How do we construct sentences with such a verb? Well, you can simply use miroiter to talk about reflection being shown or a shimmering or sparkling object, something that's glittering. There's also an expression that you can use. Faire miroiter quelque chose à quelqu'un. Faire miroiter quelque chose à quelqu'un, which means to paint something in glowing colors for somebody. This means that you are making someone hope for something to seduce them or to win them over. This is more in the sense that it's deceitful towards that person. Here's an example. Il m'a fait miroiter l'argent que je pouvais gagner en travaillant pour lui. Let me repeat that. Il m'a fait miroiter l'argent que je pouvais gagner en travaillant pour lui. He dangled the money I could make working for him. This sentence is talking about someone who was just maybe fooled by someone else by talking about the money that they could make. In that case, if you're using this expression, you should conjugate the verb faire and not miroiter. Remember, the expression is faire miroiter quelque chose à quelqu'un. Faire miroiter. And the verb that you need to conjugate here is faire. For example, je fais miroiter, tu fais miroiter, il fait miroiter. Faire miroiter quelque chose, something, à quelqu'un, to someone. So that's all for today. I hope you enjoyed this week's word. Make sure to click on the link in the description of this episode to read everything. If you like this kind of content, make sure to visit my website, learntofrench.com, for more articles on the French language. Merci beaucoup d'être resté avec moi aujourd'hui et je vous dis à bientôt pour un nouveau mot sur Learn to French. Au revoir!